belongs to a power bottom. Good day, good people. Once again, you've got the grumpy
Hey!
old nerds here.
Okay,
I'm
that's how we
sorry.
roll.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
my gosh.
So, as always, I'm your Uncle John, your elder who knows way too much about TV, movies, and comics. I said TV, movies, and comics. And it looks like we got the gang all here today. Over there is the Red Bone Assassin, Uncle DJ. Hi, Uncle DJ.
What up?
Right there is the Fireborough Ronin, Uncle Rod. What's good, sir?
Was good.
Over there, we've got Santa Percy uh,
Santa Percy.
with the Yuletide log.
Santa Percy.
Santa.
Oh shit! You can see what kind of show this is going to be. Over there is Auntie Amayou. Hey, Auntie Amayou.
Hey, I've got on my God is dope shirt so that hopefully y'all won't act too crazy today, but we're gonna see what happens.
Oh no, it
Wait a
started
minute.
off. I'm
Is
sorry, it
she,
started
is
off
she
bad.
Hold on.
in listening distance or I mean oh my
No,
goodness.
you don't.
Oh,
God don't
man.
stand a chance in this conversation. And
Oh,
right
great.
there is Auntie Nicole. Hey, Auntie Nicole.
Hey,
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. But I would be remiss if I did not begin. Actually, not only would I be remiss, but Ali Audrey Moran would come down from heaven and go upside my head if I did not use my platform to talk about this particular subject. So, when I was a kid growing up on the north side of Chicago, I would hang out in my cousin's studio. All I knew was that he was a sculptor who worked with heavy metals, and his studio was this enormous warehouse on Lil Street that used to be a deactivated electrical substation. I still don't know what that means. This place was huge and had a crane suspended on these huge rails on the ceiling where he would use them to move the metals he was welding. His office smelled like stale coffee all the time, and his desks were covered in unfinished artwork and scale models of the pieces he was going to construct. The basement of this warehouse held paper, materials, metals, and other stuff that I had no idea what he was using it for. All I knew was that it wasn't well lit, and it scared the shit out of me when I went down there. There were gaps in the floor that led to God knows where and were covered by steel beams. I probably risked my life more than once playing on these steel beams, but I'm not going to get into that. Along with the studio, he owned two other houses on Lil Street and another house on Altgeld, which is where I lived growing up. He paid me to shovel snow along the studio and in front of the two houses, and my dumbass would wait until after the snowfall and people had trampled all over the snow and it had half melted and compacted into ice. So my own personal hell for the winters was shoveling that half-mile long stretch of sidewalk and trying to kill this ice with this little tiny ass iron shovel. Over the summers, his dog Trudy became my best friend at the time. My introverted ass had little to no friends, and most of my time was spent watching TV and reading comic books, but Trudy was my only real reason to go outside and play. As I grew older, Miss Moran, my mother, would impart on me my cousin's importance to the world, but I really didn't care. This was my cousin, and he always greeted me with a smile and a hug and had nothing but kind words. And on December 16th, he was called home, as the old folks say. Again, to me, that was my cousin. To the world, he was Richard Hunt, born September 12, 1935, to Victoria and Howard Hunt on the south side of Chicago. An acclaimed abstract artist who had been the first black visual artist appointed by Lyndon B. Johnson, that's a long ass time ago, to the National Council of the Arts in 1968. In 1971, he was the first black sculptor to have a retrospective at the National Museum of Modern Art. His career spanned 7 decades with over 150 public sculpture commissions, more than any other sculptor, and he is represented in over 100 museums across the world. His piece, Swing Low, a 15,000-pound bronze monument, is on display at the National Museum of African American History and Culture in Washington, D.C. He attended the funeral of Emmett Till and admitted that Till's death was the inspiration for his work in art and civil rights. His commissioned work, Bookbird, will be placed outside the Obama Presidential Center, which is currently under construction in Chicago. This is a direct quote from him. There are a range of possibilities for art on public buildings or in public spaces to commemorate, to inspire. Art can enliven and set certain standards for what's going on in and around it and within the community. Now, I honestly wrestled with giving out saying more of his accolades and awards, but that's for anyone else to discover and consume. That was not the guy that I personally knew. Cousin Richard to me was a wise and passionate man who gave his all to everything he touched. And again, if I didn't give him this tribute on this platform that I have, Ollie Audrey would have come down from heaven and gone upside my head because, you do family like that. So, here's to you, Cousin Richard, to a life well lived. Richard Hunt, born 1935, passed away in December of 2023. And after these messages, we will be right back.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins. This is always like never before.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for individuals and companies looking to take things to the next level. Contact us to schedule a free consultation. Issues today, don't delay, call Cuvée.
As technology continues to bring changes to the world of education, it's time we also reimagine teacher professional development. Gone are the days of one-size-fits-all learning that can only be accessed at a specific time and place. The Stride PD Center is an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that allow educators to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. The best professional development plans are those that include a level of flexibility and choice for educators. Whether you're a teacher, school, or district, visit us today to take charge of your learning.
Hi, once again, we're the Grumpy Old Nerds. I'm me and they're them. So, getting right into it. Getting right into it.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't necessarily want to discuss the ins and outs of the case that he was in because.
He who?
What case?
Wait a minute. How we jump into?
Hold on.
That has no name.
Damn.
You know what? If a
That has
motherfucker
no
can finish the
name.
statement, thank you. I don't
Right.
necessarily.
He's
Now,
right.
okay, so now take two. Hey, we're back. I'm me and they're them. So, without necessarily going into the case that he's a part of or whatever that he's found guilty of, Jonathan Majors has been fired by Marvel. Now, this is caused comic and movie nerds all over the world to spasm and hero-gasm, maybe. Percy.
Ooh.
Because he was supposed to be the face of evil as Kang the Conqueror for the next 2 or 3 years in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Dynasty was supposed to be born.
So
Whole
what
dynasty.
my question to our esteemed panel is, what the fuck Marvel gonna do now?
Get them another nigga. Get them another nigga. It's gonna be like
Hey.
nigga that won't notice.
Look at this dude right here. He the dude
I love your
Ain't the
background,
dude
Auntie Nicole.
trying to be another dude. Okay,
That's the dude. That's the dude.
that's the dude
right
right there. He
So
disguised as another
how
dude.
can Marvel feasibly, and there have to be contingency plans, like this is fucking NATO or something, but how can Marvel feasibly continue on with the Kang dynasty if there's no Kang? Do they recast? Do they reshoot? Do they say fuck it? let's bring in Mephisto. How about that? You know, what are they gonna do?
I showed you
gonna
the picture of the
I'm gonna
brother
let the
I
ladies go
wanted to
first.
see. Oh, go okay.
Let
That's
the
what we're
ladies
doing?
go first.
That's what we're doing. Okay.
Okay,
Ladies?
well, I'll go ahead. So I think they just need to go ahead and recast because we want the Kang story, and yes, it's gonna suck that they don't match or whatever. But you know, we want the story, and people are going to. I think people will support them recasting just because everything has been publicized. What's been going on? Like it's not like no one knows what's happening. So when they bring out the new Kang, then we'll just go with it. That's what I'm gonna do. And yeah, sorry, Jonathan.
So who would you recast if you want to recast him? Who would you recast? Your dream scenario.
Visually, from the list that was given, visually,
Mhm.
I like Leslie. Leslie, what's his last name?
Leslie Odom.
Leslie
Odom.
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 Visually, I like that. That's an easy transition for me.
Hmm.
I heard Terrence Howard, but no, thank you. No,
Maine the Conqueror.
Mine.
Conqueror.
Come on, Mine.
We don't need that.
Man.
You going out in the
Man.
train, Mine.
Come on, man.
It's gonna be all about the Mine.
And visually, I like John Boyega, but I know that that's not going to happen either. So, but yeah, so I would
Put the
like
Shrek donkey on that note.
You put the Shrek donkey on there.
Man, listen.
So Nicole, what do you think they're going to do? I mean, yeah, Nicole, what do you think they're going to do?
They gonna recast. They got to because this a character. They already had the history already set to create the King dynasty, so they're not going to scrap that. Okay. So, and it's not like a situation with Black Panther where, like how we lost Chadwick Boseman. So, and they wanted to honor that character and just kind of create the storyline around his family. In this case, yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate that, I guess, Jonathan Majors was that dude, but I mean, there's other dudes out there that's just as good. Too bad. What's his name is about to be in the whole thing with Blade, but even they having problems with that right now. So hey.
Yeah, they are. But Nicole, I will say that looking back, I really wish they would have just recast Black Panther, T'Challa.
Yeah. Right.
I say the
I
same
mean,
thing.
it grew on me. Initially, I was like, "Oh hell no!" But I think, but quite honestly, I think it was because the love of finally having a positive character like that it seemed like so many people just embraced, and it was just such a beautiful picture.
And in real life, he wasn't
the
chasing
nation.
white girls through New York.
And that too, but
No, white girls chasing him through New York.
chasing him, yeah.
It might have been chasing him, but he ran faster than that.
But then again, he wasn't picking up nobody, putting them in the car either. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's the story.
Uncle Percy, what do you think?
You
I
muted.
can't hear you, Uncle Percy. No.
Why is there a hand above a hand?
Yes.
Uncle Percy, look out. There's somebody behind you.
Watch out, Uncle Percy.
Still can't hear you, Percy. So let's
Thing from the Addams family.
we're gonna let you work that out. DJ, what do you think?
Well, two things. One, because you brought it up, I still don't understand why, the positive portrayal of a black superhero was such a big thing in Black Panther, but I remiss. Anyway, I digress or whatever. Anyway, the second thing is, as far as the masses out there, they think we all look alike anyway, so just recast it.
God
Damn. Okay.
Shit.
I'm
Sometimes
gonna
they
go
pick
with
me out, but
all
you
right,
know,
I'm gonna go with Nicole's comments and mentioning Black Panther because that's the first thing I thought about. And I looked at a clip recently about why they felt like they couldn't recast the role of T'Challa, and I still feel it's wrong right now. I understand what they wanted to do, and I understand that they wanted to memorialize Chadwick Boseman. I get it, right? But the character is bigger than the actor. That character needs to continue to be in the MCU. Now, in the case of Kang, if you have a whole setup for an Avengers movie for them to go against Kang and you have the Kang dynasty, sure,
Right.
you could change it, but you already have that stuff laid out. You have to recast. It's unfortunate that if it's unfortunate what happened to Jonathan Majors. I wish it hadn't happened because he was an excellent Kang, and I felt like he was going to do the role justice. I really do.
Yeah.
But this happened. You got to pivot, and I think surprisingly, this may surprise some people, but I think Orlando Jones will make a great Kang.
Wow.
Well, now
I never thought about that.
he's in. Isn't he?
He was Anansi in American Gods.
Wait. I didn't actually explain who Orlando. I know who the fuck Orlando Jones is. I'm saying. I'm saying.
You're welcome.
I just
Now
saw
make your
something.
point.
No. I'm saying I just saw him attached to something else. That's what I was trying to say. I just saw him attached to something else recent. Oh, you know what it is? With Michael Jai White. So yeah, never mind. That's something black. This is something different. So that's cool.
Okay.
Okay, so
Right.
I think we're in agreement that Marvel has gone too far down the rabbit hole for them to just scrap the whole Kang thing altogether. But I think
Jonathan Majors is not Chaz Boseman, first of all.
Well, yeah, that's true.
No,
but I
right.
think that what they did with Black Panther was, and I can't fault them for this, but they were really listening to us as a community.
I like to think so.
And they were like, I can imagine in a boardroom somewhere, Kevin Feige was like, I think we should recast it, but them black folks gonna rise up if we don't.
Man, listen.
Maybe.
So I think that Marvel is
riot.
again trying to listen to the masses. And this is where Marvel is fucking up for me. Is because when you're not making the best movie you can make, when you're listening to people from the outside and listening to the people who are spending money, that's where the mistakes are made. You're trying so hard to appease the masses that you're not looking at a story and the structure. You know what I'm saying?
You sound like Congress right now, right?
Well, probably.
Because we could go back on we can go back on some of these shows that we've made and find some clips of you like, they should be listening to the actual fans.
Well, no. What I'm saying is that I was wrong. I was one of the first people that I was like, no, don't recast it. Don't. How dare you? No. Now that I look back on it with a sense of actual vision, they should have recast. It should have.
Wait a minute, hold on. I think this is the very definition of too soon. That's all it is. And just like they can bring back a motherfucker, with some kind of excuse, hopefully with some good writing, they can bring them back. They can bring the Black Panther back.
Hello?
And have some kind of. Go ahead, Uncle Percy. Go ahead, Uncle Percy. While we got you, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, Percy. Yes, we can hear you now.
We
Come
do
on, Percy.
now.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, don't do anything. Just leave it alone.
Oh, okay. Fuck it then.
And here's the reason why. Because they really haven't gone into Kane just with Ant-Man and with Loki. I think you just stop right now, work on everything else, and then come back to it. Because right now, Marvel ain't doing shit. So just leave it alone for right now and just move forward.
That's legitimate.
So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Lil Percy standing behind you.
No, I was gonna say that Uncle Percy is being visited from the ghost of Christmas past and shit.
This is what's going on, man.
So if Lil Percy is behind you, I would love to get his take on a young person's take because we're old and jaded. What does he think?
There you go.
Step up.
Come on, step up, bro.
Cool, so we can see you, Percy. There he is. Oh, they disappeared again.
Okay.
Now scoot down. Scoot down. What do you want to do? What we doing now?
There you go, bro. Talk.
All right, let's do
honestly,
your thing.
I can't do that. I don't have the thighs for that. I'll just go. That's fine. Wait.
Ooh. Go ahead, bro.
Turn it off. Come on up. You can't see me still. Okay.
Come on in the shot. Come on.
Go sit on your daddy's lap. Sit on Santa's lap. Come on,
man. I'm fine. I think you'd kill me if I did that. But I think at this point, like he was saying, it's too, we're not too deep into it just to stop and continue it later. They need to come up with a new villain. And in my personal opinion, I say make it Galactus. Make Galactus a threat.
I mentioned that.
Come back to Kang later.
because at this point, it's too like Jonathan Majors is just like a toxic right now. You can't deal with that right now.
So you're saying,
Wouldn't make sense.
just hit a left and do something else and then come back.
Yeah, because at this point, like, he already has to go to jail for a year anyways, or they're saying he might. So there's no point in trying to push stuff through when there's a good chance he's not going to be here. That's why I'm saying make it Galactus, and then when he's able to come back, or when they find another idea for Kang, have him come back. But until then, do something else entirely.
Right.
Interesting theory. Okay. Well,
I
thank
say
you.
Dr. Doom, but that's just me.
Yes.
He can do his apology tours and shit, you know.
So okay, so that's another thing. So while we're waiting on the smoke to clear from the whole Jonathan Majors, they could introduce Fantastic Four, they could introduce the X-Men, they could go ahead and give us Dr. Doom,
there you
do
go.
all that shit, and then
We
just
can
kind of
hook them up
sideline
on 2-1 and Lewis. Oh, sorry.
and just go ahead and sideline. So I don't know how I feel about
it
that.
could work. It could work. I mean,
It
because
could
right
work.
now it's possible that the characters, because everything is so jaded now with this whole character and everything that happened, they can probably build up another storyline that maybe they hadn't intended on pushing out so soon, but bringing something else in just to kind of get everybody's mind off of the whole King thing. And then when they come back to revisit it, they'll recast it anyway. And then at that point, we're ready for the new thing to come in and take place. And it possibly it'll go over a lot easier with the masses and whatnot. But like
It could
bring
work
Mephisto all up in
yeah.
there, you know what I'm saying?
It could work definitely. Because all you would have to do is, well, not all you'd have to do, but it takes some work. But at this point, like everyone was saying, you can introduce the Fantastic Four, you can introduce Doom. I don't know if the Fantastic Four are planning on coming from this other alternate universe like they look like they're gonna have the X-Men do.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're gonna do that, then you can always have Kang like they kind of had with Thanos. It's kind of like in the shadows, and they don't have to show his face. They could just show his armor or whatever, and then while they recast or bring him back or whatever they're gonna do, you can have all this other stuff going on. You can have the Fantastic Four fighting Doom. You can introduce the X-Men. The X-Men villain probably is going to be Magneto. So at that point, you may have Magneto teaming up with Doom, and then that way you get the team up that everybody wants. And Kang is still working in the background, and then you have your incursion event, which could be Kang related, and then you could have Secret Wars or Kang Dynasty, and then you reveal him at the end.
Okay.
And just so you know, Silver Surfer may be controversial because I was hearing that they were trying to make them
Silver
a
Surfer.
female, a female now. So that might end up
Oh my
becoming
goodness.
a whole nother thing, for the Marvel territory. Put it that way.
Did they say what the reasoning behind that was?
No, it's just
Inclusion.
that they were looking at Yeah, it's
Inclusion.
possible that, but they were looking at gender swapping. Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
instead of
Beyonce could play her.
Instead of making the Silver Surfer a woman, why don't they just introduce Nova as the other Herald of Galactus, who was already a female?
There's so many other characters they can introduce to sit there and kind of, I guess, be a placeholder for the big event. You know what I'm saying? To try to just keep everybody involved, the young people involved, and so on. But
I'm laughing at T.O.'s comment. 1 year in
I'm
jail,
laughing
only
That's
4
right.
months with good
That's
behavior.
right, Theo.
But
Lord have mercy.
Wait. All the white actors, they get to make amends. They go to jail, they have problems, they got drug issues. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. is the biggest motherfucker in the MCU, and he was on an apology tour. He actually made like $500,000 on Iron Man, whereas Maine made like $5 million because he was coming off of his hit indie movie. So he made 10 times what Robert Downey made on Iron Man, even though
He was also an
Robert
Academy
Downey,
Award winner.
right? But Robert Downey got some points on the back end. But then when Iron Man turned out to be good and everybody embraced it, they asked him to take a pay cut. So
They they weren't gonna. They were thinking about not casting him because of insurance issues. They said they couldn't insure him because he was such a risk.
Because he was a risk. Absolutely.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. And actually, Terrence Howard supposedly rumored is that he fought to get Robert Downey Jr. the part.
Robert Downey Jr. And I did hear that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So basically, Marvel turned out to be some little bitches about this Jonathan Majors thing. That's what we're saying.
That's what I'm saying. They can bring him back.
Yeah.
I mean, they fired him immediately. They could have just said, okay, at this moment, we're going to, step aside for a moment, let him deal with his issues, blah, 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 blah. Instead of just like piling on and say, yeah, motherfucker, you out, just, bye, nigga,
But I don't think it's Marvel that's doing this. This is Disney. You got to remember who actually owns Marvel.
That's a good point.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the hypocrites. Yeah.
Family friendly. We don't hero gasm.
We don't want any.
Wait. No, they don't unless it's under the label Touchstone, and then they good.
Right. But
so they got a lot of work to do.
The one thing
no matter what, even though
whatever they do,
Disney is the company that's saying no. In our contracts, in that contract, some little clause saying you can't do no freaky shit, you can't hit nobody, you can't get bad in front of kids. So,
you can't be no power bottom. Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, I'll put it this way: the one thing I say Disney did different than they've done in the past is the fact that remember when Johnny Depp was going through all of his trial stuff.
Oh yeah, he was
him in the middle of it. They didn't even want to hear it. They just got rid of him and they laid him up. This time, I don't know if Disney's getting softer or they trying not to make people mad, but they waited until the trial was done and they had the verdict. And then they sat there an hour later. It was like saying, okay, you got to go.
But that's the funny thing about all this, because there were rumors, there was speculation, but as soon as that verdict came in, it wasn't an hour later that Marvel was like, yeah, he's out of here. I was like, God damn, y'all were literally waiting by the phone, waiting for that verdict.
Yeah. Wait a minute, I thought he won.
No.
He was convicted.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Yes. Instead of first or second degree, he got third degree.
Third degree.
So I guess in that respect, he won.
What, Johnny Depp?
Right.
No, we're talking about Jonathan Majors.
Oh, Jonathan Majors.
Yeah,
Oh,
so,
okay.
He's got his 2 years of probation and 300 hours community service probably.
I got you.
And then it's funny because with third degree assault, that's literally when he tried to force the woman into the car, she hurt her finger. So that's like, I don't know. It's such bullshit to me. I don't get it. And okay, tell me if I'm wrong. And I know we weren't going to talk about this, but we're gonna. The evidence of her chasing him through the streets of New York. It looked like in Benny Hill at the end when they were chasing each other.
Okay, go ahead.
So that wasn't admissible as evidence. I'm hearing that the stuff that she did to him wasn't as admissible as evidence.
No, the prosecutors, they basically took what she did and they were just like, oh, you poor white woman. We understand. You know what? Don't worry about it. And then they made her the witness for the prosecution.
Never mind, she had been arrested previously, but then they
right, all of that.
No.
They just they took the Karen and made her, a victim.
Listen, man, I'm just gonna say, whoever Jonathan Majors' lawyer was, I can't mess with her ever again.
Man, listen. Okay. Oh my God.
I was just nobody else to deal with.
Terrible.
Terrible. Was no Johnny Cochran.
Man, listen. Okay.
Man, I'd have been calling Ben Crump immediately.
I would have been calling Jamie Foxx's character and shit. Dude, I got something for you.
See.
All right. Well, yeah. Either way, it looks like Marvel is pretty fucked in terms of what they're going to do going forward. Whether they recast or re-villain or wait and then bring it back.
I don't think they're going to get rid of it though, because think about it. They've already got this whole thing planned for the next somewhat years. So it's not going nowhere.
Ant-Man defeated Kang. There's this whole, and I'm still not convinced that Kang didn't do something to Ant-Man, but that's a whole nother story. So you've got Ant-Man as a character, like, yeah, whenever he meets up with the other heroes or whatnot, like, yeah, there's this guy Kang who is a multiversal threat, and I just whooped his ass. And that's just kind of still hanging there as in terms of a plot point. So,
hey, you beat a variant of Kang. You didn't beat Kang. You beat a variant. You might have beat a weaker variant.
Right.
Okay. And then there was a whole fucking coliseum of them anyway, just cheering and shit.
Right.
So
but anyway,
what about Doctor Strange? Has he, like, I've forgotten, but did he interact with Kang in any way, shape, or form on screen that we know of so far?
Not yet, no.
I don't think so.
So I would think he would be the only one that could actually beat him, because he's the only one that could actually find every millionth of a variant of him to know which one is the real one. You know what I mean? I mean, at the end of Endgame, he's basically like, okay, there's 14 million, blah blah blah, and there's one solution, which is, and right. So he's like, okay, there's a shitload of Kangs out there, but I know where to find the one.
Right. No, that's true. That's true. But, fuck them. Before we go any further down that particular rabbit hole, let's talk about, now, 2 trailers came out for Black films that seem to be on opposite sides of the spectrum. So I'm going to ask our esteemed panel how we want to handle showing these trailers, because one of these films made me happy and the other film just made me mad.
The word for today is contradictory.
Let's go on the emotional roller coaster.
Let's
look at the happy one and then look at the not happy one.
Okay, let's do that.
Get the good news first.
So let's look at. That's not the happy.
Let's get the bad medicine out the way, and then we can be happy.
Yeah, let's get this done right here.
Either way, I'm a rock with it. So
we got it pulled up. This is the trailer for the American Society of Magical Negroes.
Welcome to the American Society of Magical Negroes.
I know you can feel their discomfort, Aaron. Watching you walk through a room full of white people was the most painful thing I've ever seen.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I don't want to take you to a job interview.
There's a recruiting class starting right now, and we got to get you in it. Welcome to the American Society of Magical Negroes.
I don't really understand.
It's easier to say.
What's the most dangerous?
So the trailer just went away. That's how magical it is.
I thought it was one of us using our powers and shit.
Like, shut that shit off.
Can't take this shit no more.
So
it's not Harry Potter, it's Harry's brother.
Let's set this up. So apparently there's this American Society of Magical Negroes, and this young man's job is to make white people feel comfortable in his presence, right? Now the setup sounds fantastic, right? But then all of a sudden he's trying to set up his boy with some little random white girl, and then he and the white girl, the brother and the white girl, start falling for each other. Now, I guess we're gonna have it back now, so we can. Here we go.
Run it back. Okay.
I know you can feel their discomfort, Aaron. Watching you walk through a room full of white people was the most painful thing I've ever seen.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I don't want to take you to a job interview.
There's a recruiting class starting right now, and we got to get you in it. Welcome to the American Society of Magical Negroes.
I don't really understand.
It's easier to say.
What's the most dangerous animal on the planet?
Shark.
White people, when they feel uncomfortable. White people feeling uncomfortable precedes a lot of bad stuff for us. That's why we fight white discomfort every day. Because the happier they are, the safer we are.
The name needs a little updating, maybe like magical. black people, or I guess that doesn't have the same ring.
You ready?
Oh, wow.
Your first client is a Jason Munn. His morale is far too low.
Hey.
Hey.
Darn it. I was hoping there was a station right next to him.
Oh, is this one spoken for?
No.
Yeah, it's actually fun and weirdly relaxing. It's like being a secret agent with none of the danger.
Hey, I'm Lizzie.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
She's great.
Yeah, she's cool.
You kidding? Come on, man. She's smart and funny. And...
I know what you were doing going on about her. You're trying to set us up.
No. That's not what I was doing.
You cannot have a relationship with Lizzie now. Because if you don't put Jason first, everyone's magic will fail.
I've always felt like it's my job to make white people feel comfortable, and here it literally is. But maybe it shouldn't be.
I got a great plan to ask her out, but I'm gonna need your help. Do you think you could like work your magic?
Hey, is he talking about me?
Hey.
Oh my, wait, are you?
But I traveled a long way. Someone defied the society. Who was it?
You didn't let her go like I told you. If you interfere with her or your client, you could have your memory erased. You won't even remember she existed.
Even though we might never see each other again, I need you to know that what we had was real.
I'm curious to see how you gonna make it out of all this.
Somebody say something, because I'm just gonna cuss.
We ready to start having people walking around using the term Negroes?
Okay, yeah, let's not do that.
we really going.
That's what you got from all of that, really?
Well, no, it's just that when people when they watch something and there's a title or whatever.
I saw that magical Negro movie.
There you go. See,
I can hear
what I'm saying?
I'd be
I
like,
can see that this becoming kind of a little bit of a thing.
Mario, you hit the nail exactly on the head.
Right, but you do realize we still have the NAACP.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I ain't on the board, so I can't change their name.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
We need white folk or a non-black.
I think,
but this is a movie about a black person making a white person feel comfortable.
No, but I think
people.
I think the name of the title is a dig at the NAACP in a sense, because you think you might change it, whatever, okay. But aside from that, my thing is, in movies, a lot of times you don't have control over the marketing people. And so, yes, we're looking at it and we're hating it. I'm not sure how it could get better, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that there's a point, that maybe it will, be whatever. Can we see the next one?
This is what I'm hoping.
Come on, Rob.
I'm hoping that throughout the course of the movie, there is an opposing faction of black people who say, why are we making white people uncomfortable? And they have somebody like Severus Snape, and they're like, no, we're not trying to make these people comfortable.
There you go.
They need to get it together.
Because I'm like, why do we have a movie about
the Drop Squad? Women, so the Drop Squad shows up.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping we got some guys walking around in black robes talking about, hey.
So what we saw was the House of Hufflepuff, and we need a Gryffindor or Slytherin or something to come along and be like, man, fuck them. Slytherin. I said Slytherin. I'm sorry, but it just seems like now when we talk about the role of the magical Negro in any film, we're using it not as a term of endearment, but to say it's a trope. To say it's some bullshit because this black person comes along and they have all the wisdom in the world and they're helping the poor little white Johnny do what he needs to do
to succeed.
And at the beginning, like Mario said, at the beginning, it seemed like maybe that's what we were getting. Right. But then the brother falls for the white girl.
Who's he supposed to be helping the white boy get with?
The white.
Even the train don't like it.
Even the train, that's like women. That's like Undercover Brother when old girl shows up and it's like, oh my God, here comes white she devil.
This is the anti-Undercover Brother, and I hate it because one of my favorite actors in the world is David Allen Greer, and I hate that he's in this bullshit. because now, but oh wait, let me take that back. I'm not going to call it out because I haven't seen it, so I don't necessarily know what it's about.
That's why I said,
like, the fucked up part is we got to see it to see what it really is.
We have to see it in order, right.
In that time, that hour 40, and be like,
"Come on, Amayou, you were saying something."
Wait a minute, the studio is going to be like, "We made this movie for them, and they didn't even want to go see it."
See, this is what happens when you make a black movie. No.
This is what happens when you make a black movie.
Excuse me, we didn't ask you to make this.
So I could actually get past the whole Negro thing, but and they bait and switch. It started out fantastic, and then towards the end, it's just like, really? And it's a little light skinned boy too. God bless him.
Yeah, I had to look it up because I was like, who wrote this? Because I'm like, is it gonna come full circle, or is it just gonna leave us hanging?
So who wrote it?
He ends up falling.
Libby.
I'm still trying to understand.
Who wrote it?
Kobe Libby. He's the director and the writer of it, apparently.
Please tell me he's a black man.
He is. He look half. He's black. no shade to my life. He's very beige. He's very beige.
What else did he make though? What else he got?
Not much. He only got 2 other things on his.
Not much, because I ain't never heard of Kobe
Alpha House and Madam Secretary.
He was probably somebody owed him a favor.
Wait, Amayou, what films has he made?
Alpha House and Madam Secretary.
Okay.
And he's also 80s baby, so it's not that old. So.
Okay.
Okay. Well, now that we've gotten all of that, Madam Secretary is the ish. Okay, Mel, if you say so.
I'll check that out.
Now that we've gotten that out of our system, let's check out American Fiction. Yeah. Clear our palates.
Are those human remains? You guys have a permit for that?
Shut the fuck up, Philip.
Cliff, you don't talk to me like that.
You want me to beat your ass?
I'm just...
Fuck out of here, Philip. I will eat your sweater vest for dinner.
Always been a fucking douche.
Listen, Monk, you need some time off. Why don't you go back and spend a little more time with your family?
You know that all successful writers are tormented by their families.
You look fat.
Okay.
Welcome home, baby.
How the fuck? I don't feel like much of a writer lately.
Your books change people's lives.
And something I've written never changed your life.
Absolutely. My dining room table was wobbly as hell.
Oh my God.
Before your last book came out. It was like perfect. How's your brother doing?
I still live in Tucson.
What's wrong with Tucson?
There's one gay bar and it's full of college kids. One of them asked me if I was Tyler Perry.
I mean, Tyler Perry lives in Atlanta, right?
Fuck you.
Any news?
Editors, they want a black book.
They have one. I'm black, and it's my book. Look at what they expect us to write.
Would you read an excerpt?
Yo, Sharonda, where you be going in a hurry like that? If and you gots to know, I was going to the pharmacy.
Oh, when you're living on faith, something's got to give.
If they want stereotypes, I'll give them one.
What is this?
Deadbeat dads, rappers, crack. That's black, right?
Nobody's gonna publish this.
Just want to rub their noses in it.
We love it.
What?
It is very,
Black?
Yes, that's it. I'm happy you said it and not me.
Gotta give a little more.
I wrote it. It's a joke.
People want to love you, Monk. You should let them love all of you.
The going gets tough. Gotta give a little more.
We sold the movie rights.
Yes! We think it is going to be the bestseller.
I'm sure white people on the Hamptons will delight in it.
Yeah, we will. It's going to be huge.
Can you stick around and help with Mother?
I gotta get home.
It's 8 a.m.
I'm not flying the fucking plane, Monk.
When the going gets tough, gotta.
Man, listen.
Yeah.
You're on mute.
Now that is black cinema.
Even the tone is heightened. even the tone of the movie is heightened.
Listen, that first scene, the guy's like, "You have a permit for that? Fuck you, Philip."
Right.
Oh,
No,
in comparison
but
to the last one.
Okay, all the feels that I got was how I felt when he walked into the auditorium and they were, you know, and she's like, you know, I was going to the whatever, and she's clapping, the white lady's clapping. He's like, what the fuck? That's how I felt when I saw Hustle and Flow, because I had read all these things about like how it was the belle of the ball at the festival, and oh my God, this is the greatest fucking movie and such a powerhouse statement about Black life and this and that. I'm like, oh, I got to see this, okay? And I saw it and I was like, what the fuck?
The best things out of Hustle and Flow was It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp and Whoop
Man,
That Trick.
listen.
Everything else was trash.
What the fuck, dude? I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit, man?
That dialogue is from Hollywood Shuffle.
So
Oh my
I
God.
have to admit,
brother.
at the risk of losing my black card, I never saw Hustle and Flow.
Don't worry about it.
I didn't either, actually.
Yeah, it's all good.
I didn't either. I'm with you.
For those specific reasons. I don't need to see Terrence Howard be a pimp.
Man,
slapping little white girls around.
Man, listen.
But getting back to this film. Now, this is what I wanted the Magical Negro movie to be. This is, you know, from him cussing out the white man.
The opening scene.
Or at least the trailer. Shit.
Yeah, you know, it's oh God. And Jeffrey Wright is an actor I'd pay to hear him read the phone book.
Mario said she ain't gonna buy my book.
And then you've also got Erica Alexander in it as well. Come on.
Yeah, I saw that too. Like she wasn't in the trailer though, was she? I didn't.
She wasn't.
He
Okay.
got to get up off my girl. He got to get up off Erica Alexander. That's my girl.
Well, she allows me. But anyway, so this film looks fantastic. So fuck Magical Negro. We're all in for American Fiction.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right.
Next, it's weird.
Wait.
He's making fun of the whole Magical Negro thing, kind of in a in a way.
Pretty much.
In the reverse,
right?
In the reverse.
What'd you say, Amayou?
In the reverse.
I heard that was a book as well, or no?
American Fiction.
No, the Society of Magical.
Probably.
Really?
I thought that was a book. Okay, maybe not.
Probably. I'm sure tons of white people read it
in your hand,
and they were going, you know.
It just seems. Oh, there's Percy again.
Oh, there we go.
It just seems like there's such a difference between those two films. It's like opposite sides of the spectrum. Percy, did you see those?
They both by beige men. Here go the other one. Beige.
Okay.
No shade.
Percy, did you see those trailers?
Yeah, we saw both of them.
So what I'm
Percy Jr. What is that? Jiffy Pop? Never mind.
Not old enough to get the reference, man.
Well, you said that. Now I want some popcorn.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
You got on a bonnet, right? Or no?
So Percy, let's hear your opinions on these two trailers.
So the first one reminds me of Brother Man. I don't know why, but it's a kid reminded me of Brother Man.
Bruh Man.
Fifth flow.
From the fifth flow.
Oh, okay. Huh. That's it.
Percy gonna have to explain that shit.
Lil Percy, what were your? So Lil Percy, did you see these two trailers, and what was your opinion on both of them?
The first one is stupid.
Oh shit!
Oh, did I
From
say
a youngin'
man?
at that.
You did.
Oh, I meant to say Avocado Brother.
Oh, okay. Now that makes more sense. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. Very good. Very good.
Because we was all trying to figure it out. We just weren't going to say nothing. Thank you for clearing that up.
Wait a minute. Merry New Year.
That eggnog.
Man, listen.
Okay.
So just so you guys know, they actually have something online right now saying a lot of people apparently had issues with seeing that American Society of Magical Negroes.
No shit.
Apparently it's gotten quite a lot of people criticizing it right now by black and white viewers. They're saying one of the biggest quotes here is white people feeling uncomfortable precedes a lot of bad stuff for us. Greer's character tells Smith's character, Aaron, whatever. That's why we fight white discomfort every day, because the happier they are, the safer we are. They're saying basically that is some bull.
That's the
Basically,
one part of that
it's a-
trailer that I agreed with.
I was gonna
Correct.
say
this
because people
this
live
is
that every
saying,
day on their jobs.
well, and I
Right.
get that, but the thing is
Even the
that
train
that's the
says.
part that's a pressure on black people. You're hoping that the white person is happy, just so you don't have to get your ass cursed out, fired, or whatever it is that's going on in your life. That shouldn't even be something that you should have to think about.
That's correct.
You
But
follow
guess
me?
what, Nicole?
Say
But
it.
this
That
is
shit happens
America.
every day
I'm about
And
to
it
say that's
does, and
on
it
a lot
does,
of people's jobs.
and
shit.
it does.
Unfortunately,
Say it.
it
Why do you
shouldn't
think
be
I'm
like
sitting
that.
at home unemployed and shit?
And
Listen,
I mean, so even though it's done in it's done in a heavy-handed, ham-fisted way,
mhm,
it is a truth about how a
Mhm.
lot of black people deal with stuff in their workplace. Unfortunate,
mm,
sad but true.
It's
yeah,
interesting. Both of those films have a ring of truth to them. The
Yes,
problem with American Negro is that it turns over and wants its belly rubbed by the people it's making fun of. Where American fiction will snap and bite at that hand that's trying to feed you. And I think that us as a people want to see the latter as opposed to the
Yep.
Right.
former.
And
Right.
I have a problem with American fiction too.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
Not a problem with the movie itself. It's just the distribution of the movie because it comes out tomorrow and it's only in limited theaters. And everybody's saying this is Oscar buzzworthy movie, but like here in Chicago, there's only 3 theaters that's showing it. It's not showing
Seriously?
it nowhere else.
yeah,
Wait,
I
but
figured that.
that's normal.
they're
All
not
right.
doing it limited to begin with, and
Yeah.
then later on it'll be a full rollout.
If
But the thing
people go
is,
see it.
That's
my
the
thing is
thing.
once everybody hears about it and saying they want to go see it, don't you think they would release it to more theaters instead of saying, oh, especially during the Christmas time?
I don't
They
think so.
should
I
be
think they're gonna
releasing
do
it to
what they've
more
been
theaters
doing.
than what they're doing now. Especially this movie. Now the other movie they can just let that go streaming or wherever the hell they want to go to. But this one should be going to every single
Tubi.
theater out there right
Put that
now.
motherfucker on Tubi.
Damn.
Right.
No, Tubi's black exploitation of the 21st century. So
What the fuck you think that movie was?
So James Otis Hall brings up a good point that this is a very crowded movie release weekend because Aquaman comes
it's the
out this
weekend
weekend, doesn't it?
before. Yeah, it's the
Comes
weekend
out
before
tomorrow.
Christmas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's always gonna
it's
be
Christmas
packed.
Aquaman
weekend.
comes out tomorrow.
Color Purple comes
Mhm.
out.
Yeah.
That's because a
Wanna
lot
see
of people
what?
on Christmas they're not doing anything.
You want to see
After the
Color
kids done
Purple?
open presents and everything, people need
Oh
things to
Lord.
do.
This
Christmas
black
is
Hold,
supposed
always
to
hold,
be?
hold on,
um
y'all. The Percys are arguing. Let's listen.
You don't understand. You don't understand the shame of going to an HBCU and then being like, I never saw Color Purple, and then being forced to watch it because you weren't. You don't understand. So now I gotta go see this one. I'm fighting for my life.
Hold on, little Percy. Who's making you go see what?
Not until like a month ago.
okay, what movie you try to see?
Little, hey, what's little Percy being forced to see? What's up, bro?
No, I said that. I go to the illustrious North Carolina A&T.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah!
whatever. And so I was saying how they asked me if I saw Color Purple. I said no, but I've seen Roots.
Shit.
And they said, oh, we're making you watch it. So they came to my apartment one day, sat me down, and we watched it.
Who was this?
As they
Did
should.
they use
Was it that little girl?
The Color Purple was
When you like in a
great. I thought
recliner
that was a
and they
good
had
movie.
the teacup?
They had me tied down to the couch watching that movie.
Some girls?
Damn.
It was a girl?
No.
Oh.
It was like a mix of people.
I was about to say you're gonna have a story for your college years.
The story gets worse.
You was about to have a story for your college years.
No.
Oh God.
Do you see the people?
All right.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad that you saw it.
Color Purple
Do you
was
want
an
to see
amazing
the
movie.
Color Purple, the
I
new
thought it
one
was
now,
great.
or no?
Oh
The
no!
the
I
new
have
one.
to now. They're gonna revoke my blackness. I've been told this many a time.
Okay, but you've
Like, we
seen
could
the
do a whole
original
show on
Color
that
Purple,
movie,
right?
man.
Yes, he just said he got tied to the couch and made you
the
watch it.
remake, the reason why the remake is such a big deal is because it got exclusive. There was an exclusive premiere of it at NCAT, like this weekend or last weekend or something. And so now they're like, it's just a big deal now, and now they want me to go see this one too. So I'm gonna go with one of my friends, bro.
Okay, Lil Percy, I just had a conversation with a black friend of mine this past week, and she's like, "Are you going to see the new Color Purple?" I'm like, "What the fuck would I go see the new Color Purple? I've seen Color Purple, and I've already had all the feels and the crying and the anger and all of that shit with the original. Why do I want to keep feeling that same feeling over and over and over and over again? I get it, it's not for me. It's for the new generations or people who haven't seen it or whatever. But I've already had all those feelings from the book and from the original movie. I don't need to feel that every fucking 3-4 years.
It's a reimagining though. It's different. It's very different than the original.
Little Percy, read the novel. Read the novel.
I read the novel.
No, it's on the Little Percy.
Oh, Little Percy. There you go.
You already seen the movie now. Just go see the one. I'm going to go see it, and I will be wearing my purple. That is all.
I don't know about all that, but I have to give a little pushback on that, DJ. And your experience is your experience. That's fine. But the fact that I will go see a superhero film, I've seen at least 3 Spider-Man movies in my lifetime covering the same fucking subject.
Hello.
So I will go see The Color Purple because number one, it's now a musical, and I'd love to hear that. And I think it's an important story. Do I agree with it or am I excited? No, not excited, but it's something that I'm not busting down doors to go see. And yes, Mario, I understand the book is better, but I'm going to go because I think it's important to support this particular film and support these black women who are in this film. And it's a musical, and I like musicals, to be honest. So, I mean, it
okay. On that point, you have a point. Supporting supporting us, but that's the only reason I would, go see it is just to support us. But I'm just not looking forward to crying and being angry and shit and wanting to hurt some motherfuckers.
It's just a couple of hours. You'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
How long is it? How long is the movie? The new one?
2 hours?
Is it like 3 hours or 4, something like that?
Girl, no. We ain't doing that for 3 hours.
Okay.
So, okay. Well, we've managed to. And the Color Purple opens this weekend as well?
It opens on Christmas Day.
Christmas Day. Okay.
Which is a Monday.
Yeah.
But this is a crowded weekend, so hopefully Magical Negro gets pushed all the fucking way out the door, and we ain't got to worry about that shit anymore.
I would have loved to have seen American Fiction, but as you all know, I'm in Oregon right now, and needless to say, I can't find it.
It's not one of those theaters, huh?
Look, once you
it's
said
not in
Oregon,
one of those
that's all we need
theaters.
to hear.
I mean, that explains it right there.
Godzilla comes out. Yeah, Mario.
So,
Godzilla -1 is already out.
Yeah, I saw it already. It's good.
So I think we've gone as far down that rabbit hole as we quite possibly could. When we come back, let's start. Oh, wow. Let's get rid of the gas first. Let's start looking at our top 5 lists for the end of the year. And first up will be Percy, DJ, and Nicole with their top 5s on any particular subject of this past year. So, Uncle DJ, if you don't mind.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Itchy, squirmy, scratchy, family not getting clean? Get Charmin Ultra Strong. Go get 'em. It just cleans better. With a diamond weave texture, your family can use less while still getting clean.
Goodbye, itchy squirm. Hello, cream bottom.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
At Hampton Law, our primary goal is to provide non-traditional yet effective solutions and redefine the approach to client legal concerns. As your trusted legal advisor, we believe in sophisticated, personalized services that eliminate the confusion and complexity sometimes associated with legal matters. Our high standard for client care and concern, coupled with our extensive legal knowledge and skills, make Hampton Law a resource focused on the protection of the client's interest and overall goals. We value our clients and truly enjoy working with them. Visit thamptonlaw.com to conveniently schedule an appointment online. Tamika Hampton Esquire, 1631 Rock Springs Road, Suite 336, Apopka, Florida, 407-494-1471. thamptonlaw.com.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him?
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
When it comes to professional learning, teachers deserve better. From the leader in online learning, Stride brings you the Stride Professional Development Center, an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that gives teachers choice and flexibility, allowing them to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. It's time you take charge of your learning. Visit us today to get started.
Hey, once again, we're back. Boy, that was a...
What the hell?
We got some music and a countdown and everything. Mel just said, fuck y'all, let's go. Bang. So we are back with our end of the year top 5 countdown. So as always, we have ladies go first. So Nicole, top 5 anything. Movies, TV, comics, video games, whatever. Top 5 that you've experienced this year. And go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
well, let's see. I really haven't got to experience a lot this year, only because of the fact that I had surgery. So about half the year.
Oh, that excuse.
Recovering.
That old excuse.
You know what I'm saying? I had to just throw that in there. But I mean, the biggest top 5 was I got a new job, got laid off, and got a new job, and had surgery. So yeah, there was a whole lot going on this year. Secondly, let's see. I was really hoping to see if they was going to come out with at least one episode of the Halloween TV show. That would have been wonderful to see if I was going to hate it or love it. You know, so we'll see. We'll see what they're going to do with that and so on. And honestly, the next 3 is really just trying to check out all the new movies that's going to come out. Not everything, because that magical Negro stuff, that y'all can tell me to give me the Cliff Notes version, and we'll go from there. And I'll just pretend there was something. But I was sad to see another brother bite the dust. That was my last thing there. And that was because of Jonathan Majors. Sad to see another magical Negro bite the dust. There you go.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, Nicole, we're happy. All the hills and valleys you went through, we're happy that you came through and you were able to make it through. Didn't give us shit that I asked for, but that's fine. It's good.
That's it. That's all y'all get right
and
now.
she's here to not give it.
Games,
So that's great.
you know, games, everything has been a kind of like that whole thing of just chilling. I have literally had a boring year.
Well, no, getting laid off and having surgery, that's a lot of shit, man. That's grown folk shit right there. So, no, I understand.
That is.
And yeah, not shit that I asked. So, DJay.
Man, listen, Auntie Nicole was like, Mama, what's your top 5? Well, I woke up today and I immediately praised the Lord and I woke up. So that's 2 right there. That's 1. That's 2.
That's all y'all gonna get.
No, that's all good. That's all good. All right, so damn. I mean, for a change, I did some motherfucking homework and shit, So all right.
Okay.
Top games, top 5. All right. So Starfield is a game I've been waiting for since last year. It finally came out. It got delayed. It still ain't what it's supposed to be, but I've been playing it since August until Santa Claus bought me a copy of Baldur's Gate 3, which I'm currently in right now, and it's phenomenal. Now, as far as TV, Poker Face. If you haven't seen Poker Face with Natasha Lyonne, oh my God. I think it's on Amazon or Paramount or whatever. Peacock. It's on Peacock Plus. Man, listen. If you remember Columbo, like Columbo, it's like a tribute to Columbo, but she is phenomenal. Aside from that, Blue Eye Samurai is the shit. The live action One Piece is phenomenal. Movies wise, Old Dads is a diamond in the rough. Man, it's cool. Bill Burr, I don't know if you like his comedy. He's very un-PC, which this movie is very un-PC, but it's pretty good. And
is
then
that on Peacock too? Or is that on a different streaming service?
Netflix.
Okay.
A lot of people saw the Luther series with Idris, and I got a lot of critics not necessarily liking Luther Fallen Son, the movie, but it was cool. Luther was in full effect. And then, the big tent poles, Guardians, part 3 gave me all the feels. And I really didn't want to like Mission Impossible, but I mean, action packed, it was pretty good. So that's where I'm at.
Well, thank you, Uncle DJ. That was well thought out and appropriate. Uncle Percy, you got a top 5 movies, TV, games, anything?
So, okay.
Well, my legs ain't hurting me so much today, and that's
my top. My number one topic that we actually discussed on the show, which I don't want to talk anymore, was when we got into the whole argument about Jada Pinkett, that bitch. Oh, that was a good show.
Yeah. God damn.
It was a great, I mean, we had a great show. We had a great conversation. So that's one of my top 5 for the year 2023. Yeah, fuck that bitch. Anime, just like DJay said, Blue Eye Samurai. That's, as of right now, one of my favorite anime shows that's out there right now. Stardust.
I love the way he says anime. Eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake.
The other what was my favorite movie for 2023 had to be The Blackening. I think that was opening. That was one.
I forgot about The Blackening. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I do like that movie. I did like that.
Yes, sir. It was one of the best movies out there. TV show.
I did like that.
I'm gonna go with Gen V. I think that was a pretty good show to start off with. Gen V. Hopefully the second season be much better. It was between that and Loki, but I was kind of falling off on Loki because of the whole Jonathan Majors. So I'll go with Gen V on that. And then finally, video game. I've been playing so many video games. Yeah, but whew.
Come on. Throw them out there because I need to know.
Which one you playing?
Choo Choo Charlie is good, guys. That's a good
Right
one.
now, I'm playing the rebuild of Cyberpunk. That's good, but that didn't come out this year though.
Yeah.
What are you playing?
He's Cyberpunk 2.0.
Oh yeah. The Phantom Liberty came out this year.
I mean, yeah, if you want to count it like that, but technically,
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, you kind of have to because the way Cyberpunk like pretty much shit the bed when it first came out, and so now with the 2.0 and the Phantom Liberty, it's actually a complete experience.
It's a whole new game, but like I don't know. I've been trying not to count it as a game this year.
Okay.
I don't even think it qualified for the Game Awards. I can't remember though.
They did. They mentioned it was represented. Yeah, it was. Well, I don't know if it won anything, but it was definitely represented.
That's good. CD Projekt Red deserves some type of credit. They did. They fixed their mistake.
And there you go.
Fantastic. Thank you. Lil Percy, I'm interested your take on your top movies or TV shows of the past year.
I've been kind of swamped with school and other stuff.
How dare you go to school and actually study?
Had, like,
learn something.
Keep
but
it up.
like, okay, hold on, I'm not done yet. But like, I mean, number one, I think for me would have to be Attack on Titan finally ending after I think 9 years. After 9 years, I started watching that during quarantine, and it's been a fun ride. So that was interesting. Jujutsu Kaisen season 2, which is still ongoing because I just watched that new episode today. That's a real good anime. I do recommend that to anybody. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, that was real good too. I think that movie was good, but it was good, but like I'm a little mad that I gotta wait probably another 2 years for the sequel because the writer strike fucked it up, and then the
you can't say fuck. You can't say that.
Oh, the writer strike messed it up. My bad.
On this show, he can say that. Ain't no daddy rules on this show.
I just don't want to see the boy get whooped on the interwebs.
Please don't do it. Don't do
viral
it.
for that.
No, because Mrs. Grumpy gonna come down here and say something.
Oh, that's a whole nother show.
Yeah, and she already done beat the ceiling on your ass once before, Percy.
Beans and
Man,
cornbread.
listen.
Beans and cornbread.
This has been a very like bad year for me.
It has. It really has.
Like there were no good games that came out. Because the only
Shogun is coming out soon.
The only really good game, in my opinion, was Baldur's Gate and Lies
That's
of
right.
P.
Yeah.
But like Lies of P didn't even get nominated for Baldur's Gate, and Spider-Man 2 had a much better chance of winning Game of the Year than it should have because that game wasn't good. But
that's only because it was only on PlayStation. That's why, because it was like when nobody really got a chance to play it.
Y'all really went down a nerd rabbit hole that I have.
But he has a point though, because Spider-Man 2.
I don't doubt he does.
They made it seem like it was like this big, the best game, and like it's cool. Like the traversal's fun, the story was good enough. It's just how you gonna make this game seem like it's the next big deal, and then it was like I think it was like 25 hours to complete it or something, which is compared to the other Spider-Man, which took around 50. Bit absurd.
Did you see the Game Awards?
I did.
What did you think about his joke about Call of Duty?
He was right though. He was
right. He's absolutely right.
Someone told me the last time COD made a good game. The last time a COD game was genuinely good. I can tell you, it was Modern Warfare 3 in like 2015. They made a good game since. Black Ops 3 was okay. Black Ops 4, okay.
I actually like Black Ops 3. I actually like that one.
Yeah, but you know, nowadays they're going for the money, so it's all multiplayer. You know, they're getting
and
lazy.
I don't like that.
They're
I
not
like
putting
my
any effort into single player at all. No campaigns, nothing. They're just it's all about that's it.
It's it's just all about making money, and that's one of the other issues that's coming up with gaming too, like with the Suicide Squad game. They're trying to make that live service, and it's just like no one wants that. Give me a single player story game, kind of like Ultimate Alliance. You'll have my money, but you're doing too much.
Right.
So let's do this, fellas. This is a good conversation to have at another time. Boy, y'all went deep into it. I wasn't even anticipating that shit. Little Percy, I thank you, sir. That's the most we've gotten out of DJay since this damn show started. So let's break, and when we come back, we'll have the opinions from the rest of the panel. And yeah, that's it. So, Uncle DJay, if you don't mind.
Little Percy, play us out.
Oh, you want me to? We'll be right black. I don't know what you want me to.
Good enough.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
I'm returning to Clinton, Paris, and Tampa's my community. I grew up here, went to school here, and my wife and I make our home here. What makes Tampa special are its people. So when I represent someone injured in my community, it's personal. Call my office and speak to a real lawyer and not some referral service. I will fight the insurance companies to get the settlement that you deserve. At the law office of Clinton, Paris, we take the pain out of being heard.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties through its programs Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and Parenting Education Coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentJAX.
Hi, we're back. Thank goodness for the theme music and the countdown. Again, I'm Uncle John, Uncle DJay, Auntie Nicole, Amayou, Percy, Little Percy, and Rod. So you know who we are. Shit, it's been a whole hour and a half. So, because we're gentlemen, Auntie Amayou, give us your top 5 for the end of the year.
First, number 1 is Cousin Amayou, okay?
Okay, Auntie.
Wow. Okay,
so mine is definitely not nerd related, but it's just some things that, I had on my mind, okay?
Sure, why not?
Is that a dig?
No, it's just the truth. So I came up with 5 things that I really don't want to hear about going into 2024.
Okay.
Wow.
And one of them is a play on somebody else's, but it's basically celeb relationships. And we're going to start with Blueface and Krishan Rock and end it on Will and Jada. Like from the youngest to the more seasoned. I don't want to know all y'all business. Okay, that's not. Take me out the group chat, as the youth say. See, okay.
How you gonna be Cousin Amayou and talking about what the youth say?
I was saying that for you all's reference.
Oh, we appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Wait a minute, let me take my Ozempic or whatever the fuck. Go ahead.
Let me know if it works. Okay, so the second thing is some words that I have been overused. These 3 specific ones: toxic, narcissistic, and gaslighting. and they all seem to kind of be in the same conversation every single time. You know, like if
You
you
add woke to that list.
say what?
You got to add woke too, because I'm about tired of hearing people talking that too.
Maybe that might be. I might have to add that one on there. Okay. The third one is going to be the DC versus Marvel conversation. Let's just be honest. When it comes to movies, Marvel wins. As much as we don't like to say it, they win. Now, comics, that might be a little more, debatable. Most people would probably say DC. But when it comes to the movies, women lie, men lie, numbers don't lie. Okay, so Marvel.
Wait, you're taking away a third of our motherfucking, audience. I mean, that's pretty much our bread and butter. That's not bread and butter. MCU versus DC. I mean,
okay, so if you're gonna take something out, you gotta put something in.
Yeah, put something in.
Pause.
Nice.
Okay.
That was good.
Now, this is more so about all these streaming networks. If one more thing comes out with a plus, I promise you I'm going to scream. I don't need another Disney Plus, an AMC Plus, a HBO Plus Max squared cube. I'm just like annoyed because in the beginning it was like, oh, I'm gonna have this bill that's lower than my cable, but now you got 16 different something pluses that you might
so is your scream gonna be low register or is it gonna be high? Because there's another couple coming out.
That's Netflix now. Netflix is
we got Grumpy Old Nerds Plus coming out.
See, okay, and this
wait
last
a minute.
one.
See, now wait a minute. That was supposed to be you and super producer Mel's show. That's gonna be JPN Plus and shit.
Well, I'll let that one slide. We might do that.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then the last one, and this is as a workout, I don't want to say fanatic, but someone who likes to work out and likes to do things. This last thing, I don't need one more workout tip from somebody with a BBL. Can we just stop? Like, if you got the BBL, just at the doctor, okay? Don't tell me to do donkey kicks. That's not what got that booty looking like that. Okay?
Okay.
So those are my top 5 things I want to see in 2024.
No, it's not what got them right, but donkey kicks will get you right.
I thought BBL was big bottom lip.
No, it's not. It's
okay.
Butt lift, baby.
Oh, okay. All right.
All these women walking around with these fake hips. But go ahead.
Okay, well, thank you, Auntie Amayou. Uncle Rod, what you got for us, sir?
All right. Top 5 comics.
There we go.
Batman, Superman, World's Finest. That's the first one. All right, let's roll through the next one, Mel. Static. This is actually Shadows of Dakota, but I'm talking about the original series as well as this. Nicely done. Nicholas Draper Ivy on the art.
Okay.
I wasn't cool with it at first, but now I like it. Moon Knight.
Yes,
There's another series on the top 5 comics. That's 3. The next one, let's roll. Batman.
Woo.
All right, was originally done by Tom King. Now it's being written by Chip Zdarsky. So Joker's taking all Batman's money. Bane killed Alfred. He almost got married to Catwoman. He had his own contingency robot try to kill him. So let's see what's next for Batman.
Shit, that's a lot.
You got no
Berserker, by Keanu Reeves. His story about a immortal, undying warrior, and he's trying to find a way to die. So
wow,
those are my top 5 comics.
Nice.
All you got to do is come to Inglewood.
Top 5 anime. Actually, I have Demon Hunter because I love that. We got Spriggan, which is actually a remake of an older anime. It's on Netflix also. Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I love that. I didn't like the ending too much. It was a little sad for me. Castlevania Nocturne I thought was really awesome.
I like
Castlevania. And it was a kind of like a continuation in the series. So I like some of the callbacks of some of the connecting pieces to that.
Little Percy agrees.
Little Percy agrees. Okay. And my last one, what I have here written down is, what was that? Oh, okay. It's kind of cheating because it's kind of, all through the couple of years, but this most recent season of My Hero Academia.
Okay. Nice. Very good, sir. Thank you for actually giving me what I asked for. That's number one.
Good job, Rod.
So I guess I will conclude with I have my top 5 films of the year. This is streaming and in the theaters. I ain't gonna lie, my number 5 is a direct result of Jonathan Majors being falsely accused. Creed 3. Creed 3 was actually pretty solid. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. Number 4, Knock at the Cabin. Dave Bautista is hands down the best acting wrestler out there, and he did a phenomenal job with this. Number 3, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. I did not expect to like this film as much as I did. I'm tired of Tom Cruise old ass running and jumping, but this movie was fucking good. Number 2,
Dead Reckoning was well written.
Yeah. Number 2, they cloned Tyrone. I don't think this film gets enough credit. This was
I forgot about the clone Tyrone.
I like
Damn
that.
it. Yes.
I did.
Yes.
And Jamie Foxx was funny as hell. John Boyega is my dude, and that woman is a very strong actress. And number 1, because my wife watches this show. Number 1, Across the Spider-Verse. I think what they're doing with this animated Spider-Man, Miles Morales, I'll be disappointed when they bring it to live action because the animated Miles Morales films are pretty fucking good.
Phenomenal.
Top 5 TV shows this year. Number 5, this show has been on for like 6-7 seasons, and I want to stop liking it, but they just had the season ender, and it was bananas. Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty is one of the best written shows out there, and because it's animated, they can do whatever the fuck they want. They have the ideas that they come up with, they have to be high when they write the show. Okay. Number 4 is Silo. I don't know the little skinny white girl's name who stars in this, but she's good. I enjoy that the writing on this show, and Common is a terrible actor, and he doesn't do anything necessarily good on this show, but because I enjoy the writing on this show so much, I'll bypass his terrible acting. Number 3, Gen V. Gen V is good. It's what an X-Men film should be, It's the school setting with the kids with the powers. Good. Number 2, Scavenger's Reign. I will shout from the mountaintops. I want more people to watch this show. It's animated. It's on Max. It's beautifully brutal. I happened upon it, just started watching the first couple episodes, and the deeper you go into the series, the more it draws you in. It's 12 episodes. They're 25 to 30 minutes long. And the farther it goes, you just have to watch it. And number 1 is Swarm, which is on Amazon. I forget. No, it's Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on Prime.
I forget the young lady's name, but she deserves all the awards because she acts. If I ever meet her in person, I'm be scared because in this show, she's batshit crazy, and it is a phenomenal performance. So. That's my top 5 for the end of this year. And now it is time for us to say goodbye to all our company. Uncle Percy, what you got for us on the way out the door?
I have some good news, but I'm going to let Percy tell you guys. What?
Who's pregnant?
Huh?
Nothing. Never mind.
I was talking about the show with my friends, and I showed them some older clips of it, and they thought it was interesting. And I'm 99% sure they're watching on the Discord right now.
So now
Discord.
Oh, okay. All right. Very cool.
Welcome, young people.
Discord.
Welcome, young people. Thank you for joining us.
Don't drink and smoke. It's bad for you.
Jesus Christ. We're way past that at this point. Cousin Amayou, anything for us on the way out the door?
What up, though, to the youth? That's the Detroit part. It comes out. If you want to follow me for some fitness motivation. I do not have a
nobody asked. Okay, go ahead.
But I mean, that's my thing. I like to motivate people to, stay in shape as best as you can because you only have one body. Youth, you might not have to work out now, but eventually you're going to have to. So go ahead and start now and just make it a habit. That's all I got. See, you don't want that.
Oh, my goodness.
Where are they going to follow you, Amayou?
Amayou82 on Insta.
Okay. Auntie Nicole, what you got?
Only thing I got is Uncle DJ and everybody else. If you want a good holiday drink, just a little sip, that apple, what is it? Crown Royal has been one of the most tastiest things I think I've ever tasted. So to bring in your new year, try some of that apple Crown Royal.
You just now discovering apple Crown? Oh my God! You are way behind. Okay, that's fine. All right.
I'm not a drinker, but I tasted that and it was tasty.
We don't drink.
Amayou, I think you've started a civil war down in Uncle Percy's house.
It's just we just talking sip. That's all.
Uncle Rod.
No, I drink. You don't drink.
Happy holidays, everybody. Be safe.
Stay thirsty.
So
being played out, ladies and gentlemen.
We are.
Happy
DJ, hurry up. What
holidays.
you got?
Merry New Year.
Thank you all for joining us this year. It's been powerful. Appreciate the love and support. Thank you to DJ, Nicole, Rod, Percy, Lil Percy, and Amayou, Mel, and Roy for
And the convention.
Yeah.
Urban NerdCon.
Oh yeah, I'm getting to that. Motherfuckers just won't let me finish. Shit, I do that here at the house. Thank you all.
I'm listening to Oingo Boingo take us out.
As the show, I feel the show has gotten stronger as the year has gone on. Next year, we're looking for new heights. April 26th to the 28th, Urban NerdCon here in Atlanta. Go to theurbannerdcon.net to get your tickets. Bunches of special guests, all kind of events. For Uncle Rod, Uncle DJ, Uncle Nicole, Uncle Percy, Little Percy, Cousin Amayou, Mel, and her raggedy music playing us out. Thank you. We will not be on for the next 2 weeks, but in 3 weeks' time, we will be back better than ever. So, night-night.